Hi everyone, this is Alan Rosinski of Metro Manhattan Office Space. I've been reading in the last couple of days that there's serious problems with the MTA, that the MTA, the Metropolitan Transit Authority that runs New York City's subways, buses, certain rail lines like the Long Island Railroad, is running out of money. And without aid from Washington, without a new bailout, they're going to have to reduce services. And this reduction in services may be in the form of multiple subway lines, train lines, which get shut down. And this may leave certain neighborhoods with very little access to public transportation, which I would think when New York City is struggling to recover, when the government wants people to go back to their offices, go back to work, this would be something which would be very bad for the local economy and for the commercial real estate market. Now, there is an aid package which has been approved, I believe, in the House of Representatives, but needs Congress to sign off, and needs the Senate, rather, to sign off. Now, the Senate reconvenes on July 20th, and we'll see what they do. But without that aid package, there's going to be a major, major reduction of services, which could mean certain lines are closed. It could mean there's no more express service. It could mean the subways are cleaned less frequently. Who knows what it'll mean, but the MTA will have to save money somehow. Also, what they'll probably have to do, obviously, they're going to have to raise fares, which are not inexpensive. You get a subway ticket in New York City, it's $2.75. You get a monthly, and a monthly pass is $127, which attorneys, business owners, investment bankers probably wouldn't take the subway, but well-to-do people can afford this. But your middle class and your middle class which is struggling, they don't need an increase. That's going to be very, very tough on them. And I mean, this is occurring in a time where people can telecommute. And you add this into the mix, if in addition to there being certain health issues to coming into New York City, it becomes more difficult. It takes employees a longer time, or maybe, they're going to have to walk a lot. They just may choose to telecommute. So I'm hoping the New York State, the city government, and the federal government are very conscious of this, and something is done to maintain service in New York. I mean, to give you an idea of what's happened and why this has occurred is I believe the MTA has been in a deficit for many years, but ridership on the New York City subways went down 90% due to Corona in March, and it's only recovered. Ridership has now gone back up to 20%, and on the buses only 50% of the usual ridership is taking buses. So there's a lot less revenue coming in to operate the mass transit system in New York City. I mean, incidentally, the MTA is the largest mass transit system in the United States. So, I mean, hopefully there'll be some kind of aid on the way. And I mean, this could have a really fundamental effect on commercial real estate, because the value of a building as a rental property is partially its access. It's an important factor. It's its access to public transportation. So if a building is no longer easily accessible and tenants have a lease expiration coming up, what do you think they're going to do? They're not going to renew, and they're going to go to another building which has better access to public transportation. And in the properties which are less served by public transportation, their vacancy rates are going to go up and their rents are going to go down. So this is really, really bad news for certain landlords. I mean, at this point, for New York City to recover, the health situation has to be brought under control. Decent public transportation has to be maintained, and the streets have to be kept safe from crime. That's really important. So hopefully the government is going to have the wisdom to accomplish this. Hopefully Washington, to some extent, or maybe 100%, will come to the rescue, and everything will be okay. In any case, I am tracking the story very carefully. At the moment, there's a disconnect between landlords and tenants regarding what appropriate rents would be. And I've spoken about this in previous videos. Your average landlord feels it's February 2020 and the economy is humming along. You speak to a tenant looking for space, it's 1935, FDR is in office, and there's bread lines on the street. And there's a real disagreement on pricing. But you add in another problem into the mix, and it may throw the balance in favor of the tenants, which may occur anyway, but it would not be a good thing for the New York City commercial real estate market. Hope you found this video of interest. If you have any questions, please tweet them to me. My Twitter handle is @MetroManhattan. And of course, feel free to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Until the next time, take care now.